Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you here now. Welcome. Today's session, we're going to focus on moving our major muscle groups, breathing deeply, slowing down, and relaxing. So with that, let's go ahead and begin in child's pose. So come to your hands and knees. Bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then go ahead and open your knees wider than your hips. Bring your big toes to touch and then press your hips all the way back to your heels. So the tops of your feet are down. You might give yourself a little wiggle. Noticing some areas of your body that you may want to work on. And then walk your arms long, bring your elbows down, and then rest your forehead in between your arms. Take your forehead all the way to your mat. And as you take this shape, I want you to get bigger. So maybe walk your arms longer while keeping your elbows down. If your shoulders are tight, maybe take your arms a little wider. Wiggle your hips down deeper towards your heels. Allow the tops of your feet to press down in your child's pose. And then just take a deep breath in. And then a long exhale. A few more of those. Inhale through your nose, really big breath. Expand your ribs, your chest, your upper back. Open mouth, exhale, long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in through your nose. Fill up just a little bit deeper. Long exhale, big sigh. Start to feel your body soften down into this shape. Lift into your core. Start to elevate your belly button just to activate. Inhale up to tabletop, all fours. Returning to hands under shoulders, knees under hips, flat spine. Go ahead and tap the tops of your feet out just to simply wake up your lower legs. Maybe feel some energy move up into your core. And then ground down through your shins. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tailbone up. Exhale, round into your spine. Press down into your hands, cat pose. Lift your core. Dome up your upper back. And feel your spine start to stretch open. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Traction your hands back on your mat to open up your chest and lengthen your heart. Exhale, cat. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to your tabletop. Go ahead and walk your right hand in front of your left. And then press your hips back towards the right edge of your mat or towards your right heel. So we're lengthening the entire right side. It's okay if your hips don't go all the way back. We're simply creating space in the right side body. Now take a deep breath in into your right rib cage to expand even deeper and longer. Feeling the stretch from your right shoulder, armpit area, all the way down to your right hip. One more breath in. And exhale. Squeeze your core to come up. Inhale back to center, tabletop, change sides. Left hand placing in front of your right. Press your hips back towards your left heel. And again, it's okay if they don't connect. It's all about getting length down your left side body. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Inhale back up to tabletop. Walk your hands forward a few inches so that they're actually in front of your shoulders now, hip circles. So I want you to swing your hips all the way to the right, towards your wrist, left, heels, so stretching into your shins, and then back around. So think about your hip socket. We're simply rolling around our hip socket in all directions. So rolling out the rest of your day, right? Anything that you did today, repetitive motion, a workout, whatever it is, we're simply just rolling through all of the connective tissue. Reverse your circle. Right? Just noticing some areas that you may want to pay attention to today as we flow. All right, winding this back into center. Curl your toes under. And I want you to slowly bring your hands back under your shoulders, move into a floating tabletop. So we're simply lifting knees up, squeeze your belly, create a long flat spine. We're simply here just to activate our core as we move through our postures, staying connected to your core. Breathing here for just a few breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Try to press your whole hand down so you're really lengthening through your forearms. We're here for 4, 3, knee taps in 2, and 1. So you'll tap your right knee down and then your left knee down. Here for simply 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to floating tabletop. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. I want you to walk your hands forward again and then send your hips up. Drop your head. Your feet are hip distance, hands shoulder width. So just double check that you're taking up as much space as you can. Relax your head and neck down. Press your hands forward to lengthen your chest towards your thighs and create an inverted V. So tip your sit bones up as you lengthen through your hamstrings. Now in your downward dog, I want you to bend your knees to soften your hamstrings and feel the stretch more in your low back. So play around with more bend and straighten, bend and straighten, and see where your growth is. With a little bend, can you create a longer, flatter spine? Let's walk this out. Bend your right knee, press your left heel down. And then let's do the opposite. Yeah, so just really push into your hands to drive your back heel down. And then you can really exaggerate and sway your hips and get that side body stretch, maybe a little bit in your IT band. One more time each side. All right, settle back into your downward dog. Let's go forward towards our hands. So inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk as many steps as you can to your hands. Separate your feet, at least 2 fists, but maybe even a little wider. Ragdoll pose, hands to opposite elbows. Same thing as your downward dog. I want you to bend your knees enough so that your chest and thighs connect. So if that means you're down in a little low squat, maybe you're sore today, that's okay. Now once you've connected your chest to your thighs, I want you to drop your head. Shake out your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release your hands. Place your left hand beneath your nose. We're going to straighten the right leg, bend the left knee forward, reach right arm up. Big stretch high. Feel this in your outer right hip as you drive your right heel down into your mat space. Inhale. Exhale, change. Bend your left knee. Rather bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Sweep up, push your hip back, reach your chest forward. Really create a flat spine. So if you need to lift up onto a prop, feel free to grab whatever you have that's stable and helps lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, change. One more time each side. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, release. Slowly bring your feet closer together. Bend your knees. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. Circle, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feel a little bit more awake, connected. Take a moment to hone in your focus on something you did great today. And find an intention to move into the rest of your day, your evening, to move into your life tomorrow, more connected, intentional, and improved. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. All right, let's flow. Release your hands to your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up, reach up tall. Exhale, hands to your lower back, interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down, wrap your shoulders back, lift your chest, squeeze your core, squeeze your thighs, lift up, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward all the way down. Keep your hands connected. Lift your hands up and over to stretch through your chest. Now, if your hands don't connect, you can grab a towel. And this might even feel nice even if your hands can connect. And I want you to separate your hands with the towel, and maybe you'll find a deeper stretch in your shoulders. Once you're in your fold, relax your head, maybe shake it out. All right, release your hands. Let's inhale to a chair pose to simply warm our legs, our hips, core, back. Sit low, squeeze your knees, pull your knees behind your toes. Inhale. Exhale, hands behind your back. Let's interlace one more time. Open your heart, inhale. Keep your bind, exhale, fold forward. Allow your hand bind to float up and over, rinsing deeper. Let your hands go or your towel go. Hands to your upper shins, inhale, halfway lift. Flat spine, so long back through your chest and your tail. Squeeze your core, inhale. So we're just warming up our hamstrings, activating glutes and core. Inhale. Exhale, high plank pose. Inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower, halfway elbows are by your side, chest open, strong legs and core. Tops of feet down, inhale, upward facing. So just the tops of your feet and your hands are down. Lift your hips by pressing down and then roll your shoulders back. Huge stretch through the front of your body, your shins, your hips, your chest. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. See if you can curl and roll over your toes. So rolling over your feet, stretching through the shins, your feet, right? The activation into your lower ankles. And the opening of your lower legs. Inhale. Exhale. Let's flow through that one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step walk or maybe hop to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, open up your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep back up. Interlace your hands at your lower back. Exhale. Inhale, open up your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, release your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, inhale, bend your knees, reach high with your heart. Exhale, hands to your lower back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, open up your chest, squeeze your core. Keep your hand bind, exhale, fold forward. Lift your hips high, drop your head. Release your hand bind, inhale, halfway lift, open up. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Tops of feet lengthen, toes point back. Curl over your toes. Pull your hips up, exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you pause at the top of your feet to really stretch through your shins. Then curl over and step. All right, inhale your right leg high. Let's stretch it up. Bend your right knee, tip it open, right hip over left, and then allow your bottom heel to sink down. Now take your right knee and trace a big circle in the air. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen your right leg. Exhale, step through low lunge. Come to your fingertips. Yeah? And then inhale to a cow lunge. So lower your hips down, roll your shoulders back, sink your hips towards your front heel. Be sure your front heel is under your knee, so if it's behind, sneak it forward. Inhale a little bit lower, more open with your chest. Exhale, cat lunge. Lengthen your front leg, drop your chest, and pull your hips towards the back edge of your mat or your space. If you want to go deeper in your right hamstring, lift your front foot. Let's flow through those 2 motions. Inhale, cow lunge, hips down, chest open. Exhale, cat lunge, pull your hips back, lift your front toes. Inhale, cow lunge. Exhale, cat lunge. Now as you inhale to your cow lunge, I want you to twist your right arm up. Big stretch. Left hand below your shoulder. Pull your right hip down and back. Squeeze your back leg straight and strong. Deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your back knee. Walk your hands up to your front thigh. Left hand, reach back behind you. Pick up your left foot. And if you want to challenge your balance, right hand could reach back as well. Squeeze your heel into your glutes. And if you want to feel this deeper, tuck your tailbone under, so a little tuck, to help tighten your front hip and drive more space into your left quad. Now if you want to go even deeper, lean your hips forward so that you feel this even more. 2 breaths. Inhale. Try to go a little deeper. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release your back foot. Hands to your mat. Curl your back toes. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Sweep your leg high. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg high, breathe in. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Try to keep your shoulders square down to your mat. Circle your top knee. 2 circles, big. Make them really, really big. Rolling out your hip joint once again. Think about blood flow, lubrication, opening up your hip joint. Inhale, lengthen your left leg high. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Come onto your fingertips, take up space. Left knee over your left heel. Inhale to your cow lunge, sink your hips forward, open your heart. It's a really long stretch through the back leg. Lift your back heel super high. Take another breath in. Exhale, pull your hips back. Call this cow lunge. For more, lift your front toes, really dig your front heel down, pull your hips back, and really feel this long stretch through your entire backside of your front leg. Let's flow twice through. Inhale, cow lunge. Lower your hips, open your heart. Exhale, cat lunge. 1 more inhale. Exhale. As you come forward, inhale to your low lunge. Reach your left arm high for your twist. Sink your left hip down and back. Squeeze your back leg straight and strong, and reach your heart forward. Squeeze into your core. Can you lean back with your left ribs open? Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Lower your back knee. Walk your hands up to your front thigh. Reach back behind you for your right foot for your quad stretch. Ooh. Now my hamstring gets a little crampy on this side, so ooh. I may be modifying, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely modifying. My right hamstring is totally cramping. So if you're modifying, this might be a good option for you too. You can simply just sink your hips forward, and you'll feel this in your quad. Now you might also Just stay taller, tuck your tail, maybe lift some pulses up with your back foot, yeah? So lots of options, no matter where you are. Whether you're holding the stretch or pulsing with me, your hamstring is cramping. Let's take 2 more breaths. All right, hands down, forward. Curl your toes, 3-legged dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Go ahead and bring your knees down to your mat. Walk your hands back to your knees. We're going to take a stretch with our feet. This is not an easy pose. We're not going to move a lot. Simply curl your toes under, like all 5 toes of both feet under. Sink your hips to your heels. Lean your chest forward. Now you're going to feel an intense stretch on the bottoms of your feet. We're staying here and holding. So the intention is to stretch the soles of your feet where all of the connection occurs. To intensify the stretch, lean back. Right, nice tall spine. We're going to stay here a few breaths. If you need to close your eyes to breathe through it, no worries. If it gets too much, lean forward, lift your hips. Okay? You can rest your hands on your lap, relax your shoulders. Notice if you're holding your breath, can you breathe past the discomfort and the intensity of the stretch? Two more breaths. Stay with me. Last inhale. Last exhale. All right. Lean forward. Uncurl your toes. Now place the tops of your feet down. Sit on your heels. And that might be a nice release. If you want a little more, set your hands behind you. Lean your hips back. And now pick up the fronts of your knees here, okay? So feeling the stretch a little bit more up into your lower knees, but especially on the tops of your feet and your shins. Maybe sway a little side to side, working the intensity of that last stretch out. All right. Swing your hips off to one side. Extend your legs forward. Seated forward fold. We're slowing things down. Now, same thing as our forward fold in our flows. Bend your knees a lot to hinge your hips forward. Right, so think about your hip points. I want them to tip down and your tailbone behind you to position your spine to go forward and down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. So if you need to bend your knees to get down here, I want you to connect your rib cage to your inner legs or your thighs. Now once you're here, you could be up here. Yeah, some days you're a little more sore, more tight. No worries. We'll get there. Once you're here, start to push your heels forward one at a time until you get a stopping point where you need to pause, breathe through it, and then maybe you press your heels forward a little bit more. Lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, go a little deeper. Maybe you take a pillow and place it under your forehead. Maybe you can rest your forehead on your legs. Now let's take 3 breaths here. I want you to breathe into the backside of your body. So what I mean is to take your breath and expand the back of your lungs, the space behind your heart. Inhale, big breath. Exhale. Maybe close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Slower, deeper. more intentional. Fill up the space behind your heart. Maybe you feel your breath expand down into your lower back. And long, slow exhale. All right, roll up your spine. Lift tall. All right, we're heading down to our mat or wherever you are on the floor. Slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time, a little core work. Once you hit your mat, hug your knees into your chest. Roll side to side, massaging your lower back. Reverse your circle. Maybe even close your eyes at this point. Come back to center, extend both legs up. Release your left leg all the way down and forward. Now you might grab your towel and loop it around your foot, or if you can grab your big toe, that might be available. Feel free, but be sure to relax your right shoulder back down. And you can take your hands behind your leg as well. Point and flex your top foot, just rolling some energy. Gentle release of your top ankle, your lower leg. You can even self-massage. Take your leg, your foot, your strap, whatever you have, of your right leg into your right hand. Left arm drops. Open your leg to the right. Now open it to a spot that feels interesting and needs a release. Every day our body is so different, physically, mentally, emotionally. Every day brings new challenges and opportunities, so really being present here now with what's showing up and taking the opportunity to work through it. Slowly take your leg up, and then we're switching hands up and over. So you may stop anywhere that feels really intense and needs a little work. And know that you can always hold these stretches longer than I'm doing. Try to keep your legs straight with your foot flexed as you take it up and over. We're working into the outer right hip and IT band. Maybe even pump your top foot to get a deeper activation and release. Now bend your right knee and then find a soft, gentle twist. Inhale. Exhale. Roll back up to center. We'll exchange our legs. Right leg down, left leg up. Grab from behind, whatever you can hold. Point and flex, maybe self-massage your lower leg. Working a little bit more space in the left hamstring, calf. And then we'll slowly prepare to open the leg to the left. Again, stopping wherever it feels interesting meaning intense, where you need the work, the release, the care. And slowly lift back up. Left arm releases as you grab your leg with your right hand, and then start to take your straight leg, flex your left foot up and over. Now you're going to have one side that's a little bit more open. That's okay. Slowly bend your left knee, take your twist. Roll back to center. Hug both knees in. Maybe take your knees a little wider. Right, getting into your outer hips, a little rock side to side. And then when you're ready, release both legs long. Final Shavasana, arms rest by your side, palms open to receive. Press your right elbow down to tuck your right shoulder blade under, and then do the same with your left. Wiggle out your body. Begin to just soften into your space. Allow your breath to float away with less effort. And as you rest here for as long as you need, allow each exhale to drop you deeper into yourself. And allow each exhale to give you a sense of everything is falling into place as it's meant to be. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. If you're ready to be guided out, feel free to follow me. But if you wish to hang out here, give yourself permission to slow down, heal, and take the time you need to recover, to put yourself back together and move forward. If you're hanging out, feel free to pause the video now. If you're ready to move on, start to stretch through your hands, stretch through your feet, maybe a long body stretch, arms overhead. And then bring your knees into your chest. Feel your body as you compress your knees in. Notice the change that you've created in these 30 minutes. Roll to your side, gently press up to a seat. And try to move with your eyes closed to truly stay connected to this inner space that you've created. Lift your spine tall, take a few shoulder loops, maybe a neck roll or two. Gather your hands together at your heart. Thank yourself for showing up to this today. And may you have a wonderful rest of your day, your morning, your afternoon, your evening, whatever it is for you. Elevate your thumbs to your forehead. Salute the bright light in yourself and those around you. Namaste.